Here are 22 body parts or body vocabulary that you need to know or that you need to familiarize yourself with. Most of them are connected to your head, right? So the first one obviously is your head, which is the part of the body above your neck, where your brain, your mouth, your nose, your eyes, and your ears are. We make gestures with our head to indicate or to denote different things. If you're nodding your head, so this is an action of nodding one's head. When you're nodding your head, usually that's a sign of acceptance or agreement or approval or saying yes to something. On the other hand, when you're shaking your head, so this is the action of shaking one's head. When you're shaking your head, it typically is a sign of saying no to something. It's a sign of non-acceptance. It's a sign of disapproval. It's a sign of disagreement or saying no to something. There's a very cool idiom I wanted us to talk about that is related to head, and that is to use your head. So use your head. So when you ask or tell someone to use their head, usually you say that when you're angry and you're asking them to think again carefully about what they're doing. For example, why didn't you use your head and cover the furniture before you started painting? So you should have used your head. You should have thought about it carefully and covered the furniture before you started painting. So apparently the furniture is all messed up now, which is not a good thing. The next one is your hair, right? Hair, again, pretty straightforward. So this is my hair. I have very short hair. This is my hair, right? Some people have short hair like myself. Others have long hair, right? Long hair. You can also have very dark hair like mine, right? Dark hair like mine, or you can have blonde hair, right? There's a very useful phrase about hair that I wanted us to take a look at, and that's to have or get your haircut. So have or get your haircut. Have or get your haircut. Now the next part is your scalp. Scalp. So that's the skin on top of your head where hair usually grows. So I'm struggling to show you my scalp here. So it'll be this part. That's my scalp, right? Your scalp. Sometimes you might find yourself scratching your scalp because it's itchy, right? You might find yourself scratching your scalp because it's itchy or could be dry. Other times you would find that your scalp is oily, right? So it's oily, right? Mine's kind of dry right now. Not so dry, but it's not itchy though, which is good. The next one is your forehead. You might hear some people say forehead, right? Forehead or forehead. This is the part of your face above your eyes and below your hair. So the part of your face above your eyes, right? And below your hair. So straightforward, right here. Your forehead is right here. And when you describe someone as having a high forehead, it means the space between their eyes and where the hair begins is larger than most people. This space is larger than that of most people, right? For example, I'm not balding. I just have a high forehead, right? I'm not balding. I just have a high forehead. The next one is your eyebrow. So your eyebrow is a line of hair above each eye. So the line of hair above each eye. So these are your eyebrows. The line of hair above each eye. And you can pluck them. You can pluck them or you can plug them. You can plug your eyebrows. And by doing that, you're removing hair. You're removing hair to make them look nicer or to give them a different shape, right? If not, they might become bushy, or you might find yourself with thick eyebrows, right? You might become bushy, or you might find yourself with thick eyebrows. The next one is your eyelash. So eyelash, the hair along the edges of the eyes. The hair along the edges of the eyes. Your eyelashes, right? The hair along the edges of the eyes. Those are your eyelashes. You can also have short or long eyelashes. The next one, eyelid, or just simply lid, right? Eyelid, eyelid. Either of the two pieces of skin that can close over each eye. So either of the two pieces of skin that can close over each eye, right? Your eyelids, eyelids. This is the upper eyelid and this is the lower eyelid, right? Bridge of the nose is this part of your nose. Bridge of the nose is part of your nose, and your nose would be this part right here. So your nose is pretty straightforward. And when people have runny nose, it means there is liquid coming out of their nose. When you have a runny nose, there is liquid coming out of your nose. And when you blow your nose, you're forcing air from your lungs and through your nose to clear it. So when you blow your nose, you're forcing air from your lungs and through your nose to clear it, right? The next one is your nostrils. So either of these two openings through which air moves when you breathe. So these are your nostrils right here. Your mouth, I'm speaking to you right now with my mouth. I can either open my mouth or close my mouth, or I can put food in my mouth. The next one is your chin. So your chin is a part of your face below your mouth. So your chin is a part of your face below your mouth. So this is my chin. You can't see it clearly because there is beard on here right now, right? There is beard, but this would be your chin. So it's a part of your face below your mouth. Rest your chin in your hands. So when you're resting your chin in your hands, this is what you're doing. Find people sometimes resting their chin in their hands like this. The next is your lip, right? Your lip. So pretty straightforward, your lips. So this is your upper lip. This is your upper lip. It's your upper lip right here. And this is your lower lips. Yep, upper lip, lower lip, right? Next one is your tongue. Your tongue. Pretty straightforward. Sticking out my tongue right now. Now when you stick out or when you put out your tongue is usually a rude sign, right? Usually in some cultures it's a rude sign, but again, just for demonstration purposes, when you stick out your tongue, you're sending out your tongue. You're sending it out of your mouth. So sticking out or putting out your tongue, just for demonstration purposes. So the next one is your neck. So the neck, the part of the body that joins the head to the shoulders, right? Your neck, part of the body that joins the head to the shoulders. You can either have thick or thin neck. And if you were, I'm not wearing any necklaces right now, nor any chains, but if I were wearing them, I would be wearing a chain or a necklace around my neck. Your cheek. So your cheek is a soft part of the face below your eye and between your mouth and the ear. So between your mouth and your ear. So these are your cheeks right here. When a person cries, tears run down their cheeks. When a person cries, tears run down their cheeks. And you can also kiss someone on a cheek or on both cheeks, right? You can kiss someone on a cheek or on both cheeks. Jaw. So the jaw is the lower part of your face that moves when you open your mouth. So your jaw is the lower part of your face that moves when you open your mouth. So that's your jaw right here, the lower part of your face that moves when you open your mouth. You can say in or on the jaw. So he punched me in the jaw, or he punched me on the jaw. Nape. Your nape is the back of the neck. You might hear some people say nape of the neck, but it's nape. So that's the back of your neck. She kissed the nape of his neck. So that's someone kissing their friend on the nape. Lobe or earlobe. Lobe or earlobe, the soft round part at the bottom of the ear, right? Lobe or earlobe, the soft round part at the bottom of the ear. So you put your earrings in your lobe, in your earlobe. So you put your earrings in your earlobe. Next one is your ear. So one of the two organs on either side of your head for hearing sounds, right? Your ear or ears, one of the two organs on either side of your head for hearing sounds. She whispered in my ear, right? She whispered in my ear. Put your hands over your ears, right? Put your hands over your ears. I'm putting my hands over my ears right now. Some people like to put perfume behind their ears, right? I've seen people do that, like to put perfume behind their ears. Now, I wanted to talk a little bit about earshot. It's a very useful noun, earshot. So earshot is the range of distance within which it is still possible to hear someone. So when you're in or within earshot, you can hear what the person is saying. It's a range of distance within which it's still possible for you to hear someone. So when you're in earshot or within earshot, it's possible for you to hear someone. When you're out of earshot, you can't hear what the person is saying, so you're probably far away. Eye, one of the two organs in your face used for seeing. So your eyes are right here, pretty straightforward, right? You can open or close your eyes. Eyes full of tears, right? Eyes full of tears, right? Temple, that's the flat area at each side of the upper part of your face. The flat area at each side of the upper part of your face. So that's your temple right here. So this is your temple. This is the left one. In my sitting position right now, this would be my left temple, and this would be my right one, right? If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any of my future videos.